You got, hey, hell of a fighter, but I won tonight, man. And everybody know that. The referee raised my hand. I won tonight. I don't care what anybody says, yo. I won tonight. Hey, I want to thank everybody that came out tonight. I ain't no sore loser. I take my wins like I take my losses. At the end of the day, man, I'm a true champion. I came out here. I did what I had to do. And I went out there and I did my best.
And I guess your best wasn't good enough.
Seems like Teofimo Lopez is still out there pushing the fact that he felt like he was robbed against George Kambosos Jr. And Kambosos ain't trying to hear it. Teofimo actually did an interview with Mark Kriegel, I believe it was yesterday, and this is what he had to say about the Kambosos fight.
Should your son have been in the ring?
No, at all.
The likely cause was a tear in your esophagus that started when you were rehydrating.
You know, I'm drinking my water. A couple minutes later, my tone of voice changes. So I start touching my neck. Next thing you know, it's so swollen that, like, you could tell something happened.
I told him, you know, let's go to the emergency room, let's check it out. He decided not to do that.
You know, the thing was that the amount of postponements, the amount of pressure.
You put your life in jeopardy by going into the ring. Agree?
Yeah, you know, hey, I made a choice, right?
Should it be your choice or your coach's choice?
A fighter's gonna go out, fighter's gonna go out. That's what the decision is.
I should have never let him fight. I should have taken control over the situation more. You know, I let other people dictate things that they shouldn't have happened.
Wasn't it your responsibility to say, we ain't fighting?
I did tell him. I told him that even inside the fight.
But isn't it your responsibility to overrule him?
He would have never talked to me.
So by the 7th round, I look up at the lights and I just say to God, I need your help here because I'm about to do something that you know I'm not built to do, and that's quit. 3 rounds later, I put that little bitch in his knees.
Was it a mistake to fight?
It was the greatest choice I ever decided to do in my life.
You almost died.
Good. Good. I needed that.
You needed to almost die.
To realize how dark and bad people really are. Because I won that fight. Regardless of the matter, the fact is, the referee knew so. He raised my hand before they called out Kambosos. As a fighter, you have to beat the champion. He didn't do enough to beat the champion.
Who beat you then?
The only person that beat me was myself.
You know, that was a very interesting interview. And Teofimo said some very interesting things. Like, for example, he said he was hurt, but yet the only thing that beat him was him. Well, it sounded like you were saying the injury beat you. I mean, it's weird. He didn't really mention the stuff that he had said previously about him being set up, and hopefully he'll let that go. But he sounded like a fighter that's scorned. Just get the guy back in the ring, man. If you felt like you was cheated, or if you felt like you really wanted to fight, normally people just say, you know what, give me the rematch and let's go at it again. And he didn't really do that. He moved up to another weight class, and I don't think he had to be honest with you. And that's something else that they tried to say after the fight, that the reason why he lost was because he was weight drained. See, now they're saying they knew he was injured before the fight. Then if you listen to Rolly Romero tell it, Teofimo was hurt. Matter of fact, let's let Rolly say it.
So, Teo was injured, and you could tell from the first round that he was injured. His elbow, you could tell. And I know because I saw it because I was with Teo the week before, and I touched his elbow. Yeah, I'm telling you, I saw, man. You can't block fucking hooks, man. Fucked up, like, torn elbows and shit. You can't throw shit. Yeah, really not Kambosos the fuck. Like, bro, like, that's not even a fucking question. Tia would knock out fucking Kambosos in the fucking rematch, no problem.
Whatever, but to become the best in my sport, I had to do things that 99% ain't willing to do. What kind of percent? I fought Lomachenko hurt. You know what I mean? I had a torn right here in my wrist. I had a complete torn ligament on my right foot, fighting the best fighter in the world during the time. No fans, no audience, quiet as hell. You know what I'm saying? What else can you do against all odds, man? We all go into a fight hurt. I'm going into this fight hurt too, but hey, it's part of the game. You know, it comes with it. You know, and the whole thing is like, that is what separates the greats from being legends. You gotta do things, man. Allen Iverson, from time to time again, had fractures from his hands to his knees to everything. Kobe Bryant walked from a torn ACL. He was walking himself out, not getting carried. Those are the mindsets you gotta have, man. I'm over here about to fight this dude injured as well, but the mindset is different, man. The goal is different, and the vision is a lot different than what this guy is talking about.
Now, I almost forgot about that. I had to go look at my little video archives for that one. But yeah, Teofimo actually did admit that he was injured going into the fight. He did say he had some stuff bothering him. But listen to what he said after that. He said, you know, that's what being a legend is part of. That's, you know, that's what the legends do. And, you know, et cetera, basically it's part of the game if you want to, you know, be on a certain level. Then nobody wants to hear that now. Now, whether you was injured or not, you could have pulled out of the fight. You the champ. You could have pulled out. I understand it was a lot of fight dates given, a lot of fight dates being removed and replaced with another. I get it. But if you're injured, hey, it is what it is. But let's see what George Kambosos had to say about all of this stuff that Teofimo was putting out there. Matter of fact, this is what he had to say. He said, "Look great to me an hour before I beat you, you know what? Sent you to the ICU. Take it like a man, T.O., instead of the 1,500 excuses. No excuses for me when Haney beat me. Take it like a man and bounce back and stop being a little you know what. P.S. Good luck in a few weeks against your journeyman." Now, he also attached a video to this statement. Now, we're going to listen to the video.
I'm about to get it. I'm about to fight in an hour. Oh, they're not ready. Oh, you're about to get it. I'm about to fight in an hour. Oh, they're not ready. They're not ready, man. Not ready. Oh, I'm about to eat you in an hour, boy. I'm about to eat you. Eat you. Ah.
I mean, look. I think, honestly, I think George Kambosos kind of exposed him with that video. You didn't, as George says, he didn't look hurt to me. He didn't look like he was concerned about his throat or whatnot. He didn't look like he was concerned about a elbow or shoulder injury or anything else. He looked like he was pumped up and ready to go. And when the fight started, he went out there and tried to jump on Kambosos. He still looked athletic. He looked like he still had the speed, in my opinion. He looked like he might have had a poor game plan. I'll give him that. But outside of that, he looked like Teofimo to me. Was he moving his head? Maybe not. Was he allowing himself to get hit? Yep, he sure was. But to me, that didn't come from an injury. That didn't come from him not being able to block. He was able to block and get his arm up. It was from him too busy worrying about trying to fire shots off, and Kambosos was firing shots in the midst of that. Instead of committing to defense at all, he went in straight offensive mode and was getting hit. That's what I saw. I can't say whether that man was injured or not, but most people will tell you, most fighters come in the ring with some type of dings or whatnot. It's like football. Once the season starts, those guys aren't completely healthy. Nobody's 100%. Well, boxing is a year-round sport, and unless you take time off, like a Keith Thurman did, you know, you're gonna be dealing with nagging injuries, especially if you stay in the gym all the time, little aches and pains, etc., etc. So me personally, am I saying Teofimo lied or whatever? I'm not sure about that. But like he told Deontay Wilder, stop acting like a little, you know what? You sound like a little, you know what? Take the advice you gave Deontay. Shut up, man. Go fight your next opponent. Get back in the ring. Get you another win. You know, if you feel like Kambosos, robbed you or whatever, or the judges robbed you, fight him again. Fight him again. This time knock him out. Take it out of the hands of the judges. And if you ain't gonna do that, then let it go, man. Nobody want to keep hearing you talk about you got robbed by George Kambosos, and at this point, you ain't even his last opponent. Come on, man, pull it together. And I'm a Teofimo fan, but it's a little irritating, especially when you told Wilder he sounded like a B for him doing the same thing you're doing. Come on, man, pull it together. And that's pretty much all I got this Head Buster Boxes on Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section, let me know what you think. Do you buy what Teofimo is selling? Do you feel like he was robbed? Do you believe all the injuries, stories that you're hearing, and tear in his esophagus and windpipe and all this came in the ring with whatever he said? I mean, are you buying that? Do you feel like he had that he made his point, or is it a bunch of crap, man, and you just want to see him get in the ring and fight? Me personally, I'd rather go up the ladder. You know, don't make yourself look crazy, especially when you gave Deontay Wilder the advice to just shut up and box. Stop sounding like a little B. You sound like a little B. And I'm pretty sure you can fill in the blank and figure out what I'm saying. But that's pretty much all I got. This Head Buster Boxes on Fight Doctor. I am out.